The three refuges. Buddham saranam gacchami.
Buddham saranam gacchami.
Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Sangham saranam gacchami.
Sangham saranam gacchami.
Namandap.
Good morning and welcome to Reno Buddhist Center. Thank you for tuning in and sharing this time together. If you found our Sunday live stream page, that's how you got here, the order of service and the Shoshinge and our Reno Buddhist Center theme song are posted there as well. There's even a link to our newcomers circle after the service where you can talk with myself or Reverend Shelley, who's ever up. We will chant the Shoshinge now and offer incense. And offer incense at home, at your home altar, too. If you don't have incense to offer, you can offer food. A little rice is common in Japan, though a piece of toast would be perfectly fine. Even water is a common offering. The Shoshinge we will chant was written by our founder, Shin Shonin, about 800 years ago. In it, he is still practicing Pure Land Buddhism with us. The Shoshinge compresses his experiences and insights into one long poem. We realize, through his insights, we realize the principles that guide our lives. Shinran wanted us to know that this is more than just a journey from cradle to grave, that we are part of a long, unbroken thread of life that extends deep, deep into the past, and that we are responsible to help continue that thread into the future. We encourage everyone to chant along with us, or just read the English and the subtitle area of the book. If you downloaded the Shoshinge off the website, this will be much easier. Okay, so also, while we're chanting the Shoshinge, we want to encourage you to offer incense. Everyone is welcome to do that at your home altar. Offering of incense is a cleansing of the mind and body before receiving the Dharma. And the burning of incense symbolizes transcending our individual selfish self and becoming one with all, sort of like the incense smoke. I don't think you can see it through the video, but as the incense smoke rises, it diffuses and connects with everything. When we offer incense, we use this gesture, gasho, and it symbolizes the unity between my little self and the wisdom and compassion of the universe, Amida Buddha. When we offer this to someone, it's the highest form of respect. Here on the altar is Amida Buddha, offering boundless wisdom and compassion to us all. Let's offer incense with an open heart and deep gratitude.
昇進念仏下。奇妙無量寿如来。南無不可思議光法蔵菩薩に自在世自在応部所刀剣勝負浄土院国土人伝自然幕根流無常主将願長法慶有大偶勢法公子唯死生寿十世妙正文字法無法無量無変更無下無体公園の少女歓喜知恵公不断難死無償公超日が交渉人生一切群上無交渉本願名号少女語死神珍行願人上等学章大涅槃非死滅道願成就如来所以公主世唯世弥陀本願会五辱惑自群上会法身如来両実言の法一年喜愛心不断本の特涅槃本性逆法際流妙種死入海一味聖種信仰上昇語異の水波無明願頓内心臓死運無上不信じ信心天非尿に幸福運無運無死下妙無願逆心謙虚大狂気即応超税語悪種一切善幕本部人門心如来偶勢願仏言古代小芸者税人妙分大理家弥陀部本願念部邪見教魔なく修上信行十字人に難中止難昔インド最天使論下中華自治期思考層現代諸公聖書意妙如来本税大き釈迦如来両河線一種五妙難天軸流樹大事主等世質の財波有無権先世大乗無情法召喚議事昭和楽賢治難行六六信行異行指導楽億年弥陀部本願次年即時入上唯の上昇如来語王法大悲偶勢音天神菩薩増論世奇妙無下本如来永寿ただ謙信寺後世の超大聖願こういう本願力栄光異道群上小異心記入空読大法会筆訳入大永寿宗特使蓮華造世会即昇進用法昇進有本の人間人図入賞自音自王下本自動乱両天使上高乱小菩薩来三蔵ルシ十上教本性専業気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見世願大元へ根有他力少女死因唯心人惑前本部新人法承知生じ即涅槃非死無量光明道小有修上開復家同社継承道難所唯妙浄土活入万全自力変言宗円満特語感染症三風三神慶音言 Zoma home do hin, isho zo wakuchi guze, shianyo kai shomyo ka. Zendo dokumyo mushoi. Hoai jo san yo gyaku aku, komyo myogo keni nen, kai nu hongan dai chi kai, yoja shoju kongo shin, kyoki ichi nen sogo, yoi dai to gyaku sanin, sokusho hosho shijo raku, genshin kokai ichi dai kyo, Henki anyo kani sai, senzo shushin hansenjin, hoke nido shoben ryu, gokuju akunin yui shombu, kayaku zai hi se shuchu, mono shogen suifu ken, dai hi muken jo shoga, honji genku myo bukyo, Renmin zen makubon bunin, shinshu kyosho kohenshu, senjaku hongangu akuse, genai shoji rindenge, keichi gijo ishoshi, sokunyu jakujo mu iraku, hichi shinjini no nyu, kukyo daiji shushito, Josai muhen goku joku aku, dozoku jishu gudo shin, yui ka shin shi, koso se. Eko. Kanishi kudoku byodo sei sai dohombo daishin ojo wan Namandabu, 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 Namandabu. Namandam, namandam, namandam. Welcome. So wonderful to see all of you. I'm imagining our Sangha sitting here and being with us this morning. So this morning's reading is a sutra called the Pena Sutra. a discourse on river foam. On one occasion, the Buddha was staying among the Ayujans on the banks of the Ganges River. Regarding the qualities of the great river as it passed, he addressed his students. Students, see that large glob of foam floating down this Ganges River? Imagine a man with good eyesight were to see it, observe it, and really examine it. To him, it would appear empty, void, without singular substance. What substance can there be in a glob of foam? Flowing water and air? In the same way, we see, observe, and really examine any form in past, future, or present, internal or external, blatant or subtle, common or sublime, far or near. See the form, observe it, and examine it. It appears empty, relying on others without its own substance. For what substance would there be in form? Now suppose in the monsoon, when it is raining, big heavy drops, a water bubble appears, and after a time disappears in a puddle. And a wise man really examines it. To him it would appear empty of separateness, without substance of its own. For what substance would there be in a water bubble? Air, puddle, and raindrop come together to make bubble. In the same way, a student can really examine any feeling that is past or present. It appears empty of separateness, without substance of its own. For what substance would there be in a feeling? Now suppose that in the last month of the summer, a mirage was shimmering, and a man with good eyesight sees it and really examines it. To him, it is really empty of separateness, without substance of its own. What substance is there in a mirage? Air, heat, and light. In the same way, really examine a perception. It is empty of separateness, without substance of its own. For what substance would there be in perception? Now suppose that a woodsman on a quest for heartwood, seeking, goes into the jungle carrying a sharp axe. There he sees a large banana tree, straight, young, of enormous height. He cuts it at the root and chops it off at the top, peels away the outer skin, and finds only sapwood. When he really examines the tree, it appears empty of separateness, without substance of its own. What substance is there in a banana tree? Sap, fiber, and pith. In the same way, see mental formations, past, future, or present. They are empty of separateness, without particular substance. What substance is there in a mental formation? Now suppose that a magician displays a magic trick on a street corner, and a person sees it and really examines it. What substance is in a magic trick? Likewise, a student examines consciousness, common or sublime. It is empty of separateness, without its own substance. What substance is there in consciousness? Seeing this, the Buddhist student sees through form, feeling, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. Disenchanted, he finds equanimity. Through equanimity, he is released from wanting. With release, there is the knowledge, freedom. He discerns that rebirth is ended, the spiritual life fulfilled, the great task done, no longer in the world of suffering. That is what the Buddha said on the banks of the Ganges River. And then he spoke this poem. Form is like a glob of foam, feeling, a bubble, perception, a mirage, mental formations, a banana tree, consciousness, a magic trick, taught by all Buddhas. When you observe them, really examine them. They are empty of separateness, devoid of singular existence to whoever sees them deeply. Look at the body with deep insight. When abandoned by life, warmth, and consciousness, form is lost. When bereft of these, it lies inert, senseless, a meal for crawling creatures. That is the way of things. It is a magic trick, the babbling of an idiot. Life is a murderer. No substance is found here. In this way, a student, persistent and awake, should view the heaps, day or night, mindful, alert. Discard whatever holds you back. Make yourself a refuge. Live with urgency. Study diligently. Find eternal peace and joy. Namo Lops, Namo Lops. We will now have a few minutes of meditation, accompanied by chanting that you will find on the order of service, and homage to Shakyamuni Buddha.
I think we forgot to post the order of service.
You did?
So you should tell them.
Oh. The chant is Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakya Munaya Soha. And it is very repetitive. We'll repeat it many, many times so you can catch on. We apologize if we forgot to post the order of service. Mahamuni Shakyamunaya Soha. Om Muni Muni 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 Mahamuni Shakyamunaya Soha.
Let me just make sure. I think my microphone is on. Is it? Good. Okay. There's a green light in my pocket that also says the same thing. And then we have to pass through all the security levels to look at the text of my notes. So, wow. When we chant that, it really reminds me, it strongly reminds me of our trip to India last year, and the feeling when we were there at the sacred places that the Buddha was close by. We went to where the Kushinara, where the Buddha died, and I felt his presence, and I felt his death, and then it flowed back in. The warm feeling flowed back in. So when we chant that, all that comes rushing back to me, and I thought I'd share. So, I'm sure that friends from far and wide are attending our service today, and thank you for making the effort. Some of you, it took more than one try to connect and everything, so I understand. You've tuned in, and that's wonderful, to our stream, our Dharma stream. And then we can share precious Dharma time together. I fear that we are heading toward a horrific time in our country and in the world. In such moments, it is supremely valuable to remember our spiritual life. It is the foundation of our experience. You may be new to Reno Buddhist Center, a first-time participant at our service. We would like to meet you, so send us a message by email or link in to the Basic Buddhism Circle at the end of the service. After the service ends, then a couple 5 minutes we'll sit together and have tea, and we can talk about Buddhism or what happened in the service, ideas in the Dharma. You can also try our virtual offerings of through the week, joyful chanting, Dharma book group, golden light meditation, and Saturday yoga. Or is it Yoga Saturday? I'm not sure which. The branding is moving very fast these days. So, and always remember, everyone remember that the Sunday service is happening every Sunday now. We made that shift. So, because we want to be with you, we can't be with you physically. So this is our way. So, let me take a moment and I'll share a funny story I heard this week. Just a joke, kind of. Some people have heard that Reverend Matthew is a little bit silly. I don't know what they're talking about, but a funny story I heard. So, these 3 grown children wanted to do something nice for their mother on her 80th birthday. Now, they had some rivalry between the siblings, and one of them, I guess we say the first one in a joke, the first one got their mom a new car, very nice car. And the next one, what could they do? They had to give her a new house. And the third one, again, not to be outdone, and because their mother dearly loved the Dharma, managed, at great expense, to purchase a very special trained parrot that could speak hundreds of sutras of the Buddha. What a gift. So, she received the gifts, and the next time they were together, the mom was in her old house, and she had her new car parked out front. So the kids wanted to know, what gives? She said, well, Jimmy, that car was too complicated. It had screens and buttons. I didn't like it. And Jill, that house, it was so big, and it's just me all by myself. The dusting alone was overwhelming. So she went back to her old house. But Tom, I loved your gift so much. So much. That chicken was delicious. I expect the Jim McMahon slow clap on that one. So that was my mood gear shifter. So last Sunday in the Dharma talk, I shared some thoughts on finding peaceful awareness. That's the goal of Buddhism, peace. Out of great compassion, the Buddha recognized that all of us experience difficulties in life, and that we naturally seek to transcend those difficulties and go beyond. That's bodhicitta, the urge to enlightenment. But how we do that is not so easy to see. It's through wisdom and practice. The challenges of the weeks ahead are a real test of our faith, our resolve, and our discipline. Some will fray at the edges in isolation and separation. Some will find ways to give back. And some will get sick. We need to keep our vision broad and seek equanimity. Practicing stillness regularly, we can go beyond fears of the little self and just see the big picture. This is the view that Amida Buddha offers. A broad view is best. Give yourself permission. It's okay even to marvel at the big picture, a vast, interconnected universe. In it, we are one small part. Buddhists have been recognizing and studying the interconnected universe for vast eons of time. The vows of Amida Buddha are effective because of the inherent connections of beings. We are who we are because of myriad causes and conditions, and we benefit greatly because of the actions and intentions of beings far away from us. In the sutra reading, Shakyamuni Buddha offers examples of connectedness, each example with no inherent existence of its own, a confluence of causes and conditions. Sometimes we call it shunyata, or emptiness, or interbeing. These are all just feeble attempts to use words to describe the non-self phenomenon of being. The universe is not full of many things. It is one thing. Why is this important to us, and important now, in days when every thought or conversation touches on pandemic in some way or shape? It is important because our fears and our suffering generate from misunderstanding the way things are. As my teacher, Reverend Matsunaga, used to say, we don't see reality as it is. We see delusion. The Buddha used the word paticcasamuppada, interdependent co-arising, to describe what everything we see as a thing really is. A thing is not really separate, not on its own. Everything is really made from 5 heaps of stuff. Those are the Buddha's words, not mine. The 5 skandhas that make up a person or anything. They are form, the physical material of the body, say, sensation received through the 6 senses, perception, distinguishing those sensations, mental formation, which are habitual responses to perception, and consciousness, awareness of that whole experience. The Buddha recognized that all things are really made up of many simultaneous, interdependent co-arisings. As we often say around the temple, things are not really things at all. They are interlinked events. The Buddha made this visible in a simple poem. When I begin, that ends. When I arise, that declines. When I am not, that is. If I cease, that begins. Since everything is a process or an event, all things change and pass away. If you just take this one kernel from my talk today, it will give you great benefit. All events will end. Certainly, if we cling to things that change, we suffer. If I cling to the wonderful feeling of this room filled with Dharma friends, it hurts when it is not. If I let go the grasp, then I let in the possibilities of my real life today, which is also wonderful. The Buddha's view is to see everything connected. Regard this bell. It's a little further away than I had planned. Ooh, heavy bell. Oh my. A bell. With Buddha's eyes, we can clearly see a storm cloud floating in the bell. Without a cloud, there will be no rain. Without rain, the ancient trees cannot grow. And those trees will compress into oil. So without the oil, we cannot alloy the bronze of the bell. It gives it the nice sound. Brass bell's not so good. Bronze is good. The cloud is essential to the bell's existence. No cloud, no bell. Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh says, the cloud and the bell are interbeing. Now look even more deeply into anything, really, and we find everything else. We can look deeply at the bell and see that we are here too. It's not hard to see. When we look at the bell is part of our perception, and that's our contribution to the thing. Our mind is here. Our mind makes it a bell. Our concept of bellness is really what's at play there. And our consciousness of bell in hand, awareness of the sensations, of weight and sound. Really, you can't point out anything that is not here in this bell. Space, time, the earth, rain, metal from stars, fusion, sunshine, cloud, river, heat, everything interexists in the bell. Thank you, Mr. Bell. So somehow I need to fold this back to here and now. The Buddha always teaches us how to see things matters. This is the sensation, perception, mental formation, and consciousness part here. If we look with fearful eyes, it changes the world. Fearing and judging, it colors our experience. If we look with fresh eyes, just for a time, we will have a respite from that strain. What if we try that a bit here? Just try it. We could look at the big picture. Imagine, if you will, a planet with a dominant species. A species that is accustomed to getting their way 99% of the time. But due to causes and conditions unknown, a new and quite novel virus begins to inhabit the species. Well, when I say inhabit, I have made an error. A virus is a strange and amazing thing. It is bits of protein, DNA and RNA, wrapped in a coat of protein or fat. It's made by our cells. It is made from the raw materials we eat. It is not unreasonable to say that we are their mothers and fathers. The cheesy burger we ate yesterday becomes the virus we shed today if we were infected, and I sincerely hope you are not. My point is simple. They are not invaders we can fight with. They are unwelcome, non-living product of our living, breathing cells. A bit like hair or fingernails, if they were bad. And it gets more strange than that. Because in truth, this virus does not kill people. Instead, our body's response is to blame. Overkill is the unfortunate military euphemism for this process. The body senses the presence of these weird protein globs, and it triggers our immune response. This results in massive inflammation, excess fluid builds up, the lungs fill with fluid, we can't exchange gases. Without oxygen, we die. I got too detailed there, I'm sorry. But seeing interconnections deeply is insight, and insight gives us wise actions. What should we do? Remember, We are talking about a violent species that is used to getting its way 99% of the time. Even things like gravity are almost within our control. But somehow, this little glob of protein, made by human, is going to keep me from going to my favorite restaurant. Hell no is the normal response. But our wise response, based on insight and a broad view, is this. The COVID-19 event is understandable, and so completely in our power to control. We can respond well. We just don't share the virus to the next person. Out of compassion for the virus, don't let it hurt anyone else. Out of compassion for humans, don't even unknowingly spread it onward. Imagine you knew you had the virus. Imagine that. How would you behave? Think about how you would behave. You would make space between you and everyone else. Space between you and strangers, and space to dear ones. If you're living in the same household, this doesn't exactly apply. Physically, you would separate yourself, while still caring for each other in compassion, with love. Out of love and compassion, our doors at our RBC are not open. Everything has gone to this streaming online stuff. This is our wise, compassionate response. Even just wear a mask. It protects the other person. So, please open your view. That feels good when you do this. You open your heart. Open your view. Broaden it. Recognize that we are part of the same vast interconnected universe. This idea is the basis of Buddhist thought. All things are really events. Events run their course. They are made from skandhas. All things in the interconnected universe are interlinked with all others in one vast interbeing. Judging of good and bad is arbitrary and leads to the vast majority of suffering. We don't need to do this. Today, more than most days, the human world needs our loving kindness. Our good action today is to assume that we have this too easily shared virus and take every action we can not to spread it to one other person. In that spirit of just right action, we say together this metta prayer directed to all beings, but most of all, those who are fearful and alone today. We'll say it together, but repeat after me. May you be happy. May you be free from harm. May you receive boundless compassion. And may peace and harmony fill your heart. Namandap, 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 namandap. Now we can share our Reno Buddhist Center theme song together. The words are posted on the Sunday live stream page there, above the Shoshinge, I think, or maybe below it. Maestro, if you would. Good to sing out that way. That's good. We have a few announcements today. How to do this? I have to say, don't forget, all of our activities are weekly. So Joyful Chanting is on Tuesday and Saturday. Dharma Book Group is on Wednesday. Golden Light Meditation on Thursday. RBC Yoga Saturday is on Saturday. And there's also Joyful Chanting Saturday afternoon. Maybe I need to mention that because people aren't visiting the temple, we're running into a little tight spot in the donation department. Many folks have found a PayPal link on our website or Venmo. We have Venmo too. People have mailed checks to the temple, and we really appreciate that. But we are down less than half what we normally receive in a few weeks. And if this lasts a long time, then that will become a little more arduous at the temple. So please donate. We're starting a new program, the Make Mask, Need Mask program. And that's if you could, the mayor and the CDC and everybody has figured out that maybe wearing a mask will keep us from spewing particulates of virus kind, even if we don't know we have it, to others. So if you like sewing, find a pattern on the interweb and make some masks. If you have some fabric lying around, I know people who have a sewing machine usually have about 800 pounds of fabric in a box somewhere. So make some masks, a few, and figure out a way, email us and drop them at the temple. And then other folks, I know a lot of people don't have sewing machines and such like. So if they need one, and don't go buying one on the interweb for $200 that would serve a doctor even better. Just if you need one, again, coordinate with the temple, and we will have a time, and we'll put one out for you, and like that. So we will try to help coordinate that. We miss you all so much. We love every one of you. You are our Dharma friends. We'll be together again soon enough, but still not soon enough. Thank you so much. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Wait, I forgot to announce, if you're new or if you want to participate in tea with Reverend Shelley and myself, just connect the Go to RBC button, and that will go to the Zoom thingy, and we can meet here. We've got a little studio set up on the altar. So, thank you.